trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? Leaning in close, smell of your perfume scares me most. Leaning away, it feels farther every day. Your trouble to me, real trouble, can't you see? Hey, no rapping, no rapping. Yes, I said no rapping. We're singing Americana stuff here. You gotta sing it. You gotta tell the story. You can't just bark it out. I feel bad playing this level of music with the Grammys on, but you know. God dang, did you see the first three performances? Tracy Chapman with Luke Combs. Miley, and who's the third one? Anyway, it was amazing. No cuts to Taylor Swift, I know. Yeah, you should watch, Corey, you should watch the beginning, watch the first three performances of the Grammys. Because Tracy Chapman singing with Luke Combs was just beautiful. And then who was the second one? I know Miley was the third one. This is still better than the Grammys. Yeah! You tell him, Source Camp. Oh, Billie Eilish. That's who it was. Like, it was a very emotional version of the Barbie song, which is an emotional song anyway, but just beautiful. With Phineas at an upright piano. So I would assume that she's going to take best song for that thing. And Taylor already won best pop album. So I've got it on in the background here, so if anything big happens, or if anything big happens and I'm rambling on about AI, just let me know. They had one AI joke at the beginning. Trevor Noah had one AI joke. You want to sing more, Champy? You and I here all alone, Sunday morning here at home. Sky's blue and the coffee's strong, it's true. Then I opened my eyes to a dream realized in front of me. Vicky, JP sounds worn out. he's a little crispy, that Champy. They're making fun of you, Champy. Don't put up with that shit. You know what you tell them? Just stop being irregular. He'll sing when you stop being irregular. Jay-Z just won something. I do not know what. All right. Let's get going here, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. This is this may seem like a humble TikTok channel, and this might seem like a shitty home office, but this is a $20 million video production studio, and that's the AI Learning Lab private jet. So anything you give here, the amount of, I'll tell you what, you know what this channel really is?
You can make money with Chat GPT.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So we got some good some interesting stuff from last night to today. So last night we went and played with a bunch of tools, a bunch of image tools. Today, so this image was made by Corey Sandler. And today, what did he? Oh, the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. Yeah, that makes sense. Jay-Z would win that. All right, cool. Corey Sandler was live, and she was just walking through. She got inspired. I think, who was it? Steve-O, who I just saw in here. Steve-O posted an image on Show and Tell in the AI Salon. And then it ran Corey down a rabbit hole where she just started with an image he made and she walked through her whole process. It was so cool. Just hearing how someone else does it. Right? Like what she did, like tactically, was what we all do. You type in some words, you're like, nah, I don't like that. But like what blew me away about it was she got to images that if I got to those images, I stop. I just stop. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. Let me go share that. And then I'm done. And she got to this brilliant shit. And then she goes, well, now just make it a girl, make it a boy, make it old, make it young, make it angry, make it sad. And she just kept digging and digging. And then at one point it went way away from what she wanted. And then she brought it back. And it was just a reminder to me that, A, sharing what you know, sharing what you're learning, just sharing how you do AI, as obvious as you think it is. And that was one of the things, I hope I got through to her a bit. At one point, she was kind of apologizing for not really knowing what she was doing. I'm like, no, you know what you're doing. like you're doing it. And it's something we got to work on, people, irregulars and all. Something we got to work on is I want us to all. So okay. So here's the thing. If you're new here, this is the basic. Here's the trick for getting AI literate. You play with it. You play with it a lot. You get really curious and you just play. And then you apply it. You just figure out something you want to do with it and you do it more. And like you apply it towards something. You solve a problem or you come up with an art project. You apply it. And then the third step is you share. You share what you're learning. You share what worked. You share what didn't work. Why? Because everyone's trying to figure this out right now. And it will help you get better at what you're doing by articulating what you're doing. And it will help other people who think this is fucking rocket science or jet design to maybe have the courage to try it. And then I want to add something to it. I want us to encourage each other to stop apologizing. Stop apologizing for not being an artist. Stop apologizing for not knowing what you're doing about AI. Stop apologizing about, oh, it didn't take me that long, so it doesn't have that much value. Fuck that. It does. It does. Just Corey sharing that she got to this remarkable work and kept going, like 10 levels deeper, was revelatory to me. And to her, that's just how she works, right? So the things that we think are common sense are not common. Thank you for saying this. It's such a great reminder. Yeah. This is part of my, I talked about my declaring my new who I am stuff. And I said I'm going to leave shame at the door. Let's all do that. Fuck this. There's nothing to apologize for. There's nothing to apologize for using AI tools. They're absolutely art. If you're creating things with AI with the intention of an artist, with artistic intention, it's fucking art. And if you generate something and it only took you 3 minutes, and in your mind it should have taken 3 hours, let's let it go that spending more time on something makes it more valuable. Time equals money. That's what the industrialists said at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Work harder, work more hours. So I think we have deep-seated apologies. I missed what Corey did. What did you do? What she did, Anne, was both non-remarkable and remarkable. The non-remarkable part was she was just showing, like, here's what I did last night. I got inspired by Steve-O on Show and Tell in the AI Salon. He made this cool image. It inspired me. And, she said she was up till like 2 a.m. making images. But what she did on her live was she just walked through. She had her whole prompt history there for what she did. So she showed the image that she started with him. And then she started just running down these creative rabbit holes. And she would sort of run out of where she wanted and back into where she wanted. And then she got to these images like, that one really speaks to me. And then she just kept going. And enough apologizing. We don't have to apologize for using AI. We don't have to apologize for not knowing what we're doing. We don't have to apologize for not putting in enough time. So yeah. And here's the thing. I'd like us to start holding each other to account. And it's been happening a little bit on your weekend GPT jams, I've noticed. That sometimes the people that are there speaking, who are brought in as experts because they're expert at something, apologize for not being a good enough expert. Kyle and the gang going to Grammys and Show and Tell. Awesome. Okay, great. That's awesome. And I'll show you what's going on. Oh, that's really cool, Steve-O. Oh, you know what's funny, Steve-O? So I showed Gabby, you did a minifig of me and Champy. I showed it to Gabby, and she thought it was real. She goes, "Ooh, can he send us one of those?" I was like, "It doesn't actually exist." She goes, "Can we frame it?" So we might have one of your pieces of artwork hanging in our house here, Steve-O. Yeah. Got thinking about I know nothing means I have no boundaries and can fly. Yeah, that was the phrase you said, Corey. Something around I know nothing or whatever it was, but it was just like. So I'm glad you're in here. Okay, great, thanks. Steve-O said he'd be honored if I hung his Lego picture, had printed out his Lego picture. All right, we'll do that. But no, I'm glad you're in here, Corey. It was it was really a pleasure just watching you do what you did and just just expressing yourself. And but in your live you weren't expressing yourself as an artist. You were just walking through, here's how I did what I did, and here's what lit me up, and here's what didn't light me up. And then I kept going, I kept digging, and I kept doing this, and I kept going that. And it's just like what hit me was we all have such different working styles, right? Was this wizardry recorded? It probably was. I don't know if Corey. So Corey, if you don't know it, in TikTok, if you go to your profile and then click in the upper right, and then go to Creator Tools and go to Live and go to Replays, it TikTok saves the last 30 days of your lives. I don't know if you've ever downloaded that, but that and you might do that a lot, but I thought it was a really good one. So anyway, it might be worth throwing up on YouTube somewhere. So it's got some longevity to it because it was just really good. It was just very simple. It was a very simple, just good reminder that we all work in different ways and we all bring different things to this, right? That idea of inclusion. Because the thing that's obvious to you is revelatory to someone else. I keep running into it over and over and over again. So anyway, so thank you for that. Thank you. Do. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? Shared the live. Thank you, wait, what? That's a good name. Wait, what? If you would be so kind, share the live. Let's get some more people in here. Share it particularly with people who might be skeptical about AI or have questions about AI or are pissed off about AI or are scared of AI or are sick of you talking about AI. Let's get them in here. All right. Jay-Zay. Yeah, it's been pretty good. The U2 performance in the Globe was pretty cool. The Sphere it's called. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the AI Salon in a second, but let me just see what everyone's saying here. Oh, wow. Sherry D, 12 hours left. This is my rough draft for the submission of the 48-hour contest for Runway. Thanks to Danielle and Leah, Mad Libs throughout the months, I was able to complete this challenge. There are the rules. Cannot express the amount of gratitude for the AI Salon and the Irregulars. Tears of joy. I am doing finishing touches, but had to share. Sherry, I assume you're live here. Hey there. Do you mind if we show it? Do you want to do a live premiere of your rough cut? If you do, I'll play it. But if not, I don't want to play it if you don't want to show something that's not where you want it to be. Do it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show. So Sherry D is one of the irregulars. Has been coming here for months. About a month ago or something like that, one of the things that we talk about in here is talk about what you're doing with AI. So she was talking about what she was doing with AI. She's gotten really good at the image stuff. And someone she went to high school with has got a band and reached out to her and said, "Hey, will you make a video for us using AI?" And so she is now a music video producer. And then so she just signed up for Runway ML's 48-hour video contest. So we're going to look at a rough cut together here on ye old TikTok. This is exciting. So thank you for sharing that and allowing us to put it here. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, let's go over to YouTube. Here we are. Who just won what? Billie Eilish just won for... Hang on, Sherry. Such a fan of Billie Eilish's. It's such a great song. That song is like haunting. Hang on. Hold, please. Wait. Song of the year.
Not a chance. Yo, I just want to say, everybody in this category, like, that was a crazy list of incredible people, incredible artists.
She's so cool. She's so cool. All right. You know, one of the things there's something about her that there's something about Billie Eilish that she's got such a hang on, I'm going to come back to you, Sherry D. We're going to play this, but let me just talk. There's something about her that she's got such a unique point of view creatively. And you know, I'll give her brother credit too. He's an amazing engineer and a songwriter. But there's something about her particular point of view that it's so specific that, you know, she's a true artist. And then true artists, sometimes they hit and sometimes they don't. And she was, you know, right place, right time, right circumstances, right talent, all that, right point of view, that she stood out in the sea of whatever musical noise was happening and she rose above it. That's her uniqueness to me feels like what it's going to take to rise above the noise with AI. That there are going to be artists, and they're not necessarily going to be artists that started out as artists. Like the thing we're about to watch with Sherry D, she's got 20, 30 years in nursing. And she's leaning into this AI stuff, and she's starting to find an artistic voice for herself. And so the thing that I'm just I can't wait to see. And we're not quite there yet because not enough people know about AI. The tools are not quite there. But there's going to be an entire new class of creatives that come, and there's just going to be tons of work that comes out, and it's just going to be all this noise, and it's going to be super slick. Like the floor of creativity is going to rise, right? But the base is still going to be the base, and then out of that soup, someone is going to rise up out of it, and we don't know who it's going to be. And I think about Billie Eilish because she rose up out of, you know, the sea of kind of pop sameness with this really unique voice. And I don't think any of that changes with AI. I still think human beings expressing themselves with a very particular point of view remains critical and remains increasingly valuable. So anyway, all right. So let's watch. So this is the rough cut of Sherry D's Runway ML project, which she's got 12 hours left. So we're not going to give you notes, Sherry. We're just going to watch it. She's got 12 hours left. So whatever she thinks isn't here for this, she's gonna do up, and then she's gonna submit it. So here's the other thing: AI Salon and Irregulars. We got to support the shit out of this. I don't know how Runway's doing this, but let's talk this thing up. So, all right. So here we go. So let me get my video right. Wait, sorry. Pause. Pause for one more second. Joni Mitchell's about to sing for the first time in the history of the Grammys. And Brandy Carlisle introduced her. Mm. She's still so beautiful. Yeah, I know. I can't leave this on too long, or I'll get shadow banned. Anyway, okay. All right, that'll be all over TikTok, so we'll be able to see that. Okay, so let's watch Sherry's thing. Sorry, Sherry, for the delays, but Grammys and all. Okay, Dance with a Bear, a film by Sherry D, Rich Lunto, Don Chappelle, and Gustavo Basualdo. I assume that's the band that did the music, maybe? Uh-oh. Champy's gonna sing. I think it's only appropriate. Well, this is great.
Most of these, right? But if they cross my family, Lord, better know they're in for a fight.
That's a good song.
So shall I? No, will I? Oh, an eye for an eye. They're gonna dance all night with the bed.
Wow. This is great.
They're gonna dance like no one's there. They're gonna dance until no one really cares. So we embrace the night, just the pair of me. Synchronized light show with shadows falling apart. No one but me.
Wow.
No, will I? Oh, an eye for an eye. They're gonna dance all night with the bed. They're gonna dance like no one's there. They're gonna dance until no one really cares. So we embrace the night, just the pair of me. Synchronized light show with shadows.
Damn. That's your band. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. By the way, I just got a call from Champ's manager, Sherry. Champ's gonna require credit at this point. Sorry. He's in a live performance. This is not me. It's the management company. Damn, that was so good. That was so good. What did you use for the images? Is it Midjourney? You bet. Champy, you got credit, buddy. Yeah, that's really, really good. Really, really good. Like, powerful song. Powerful song, and then just, really nice creative choices to have everything be slow and just sort of lean into that, which I think that's actually a really smart tactic, because the more movement you put in these things, the more they just distort and go fucking haywire. So I think it's actually a really good tactical choice as well as creative choice. Also, when you have messages with typos, how do you delete or edit them? Laura made in Leonardo. Oh, okay. Oh, a Laura made in Leonardo. Okay. So she used a specific model in Leonardo. So Leonardo is based on top of Stable Diffusion. But wait, where did you make? Oh, you made the video in Runway. So she used Midjourney for some images, Leonardo for others. So that's Stable Diffusion. So it's a mix of Stable Diffusion and Midjourney to make the initial images, and then Runway to do the video, and then her band for the music, which is really good. That's a really good song. Really, really good song. Congratulations. That's super cool. So okay, so as soon as that's up and out, you're gonna have to let us know, and then we'll boost the shit out of it and do what we can do. So so pay attention to the Runway Gen 48, I think it's called, or something like that. All right. What is Runway? So if you go to runwayml.com, it is a tool that lets you make videos out of images. So where's my sidebar? Is that it? Yeah. And where's my... I lost... I can just go to a new one. Let's see. I'll go here. Runway ML. The Mad Libs helped. Oh, cool. There you go. I don't think Danielle can join us tonight because she's in Southern California and they are getting absolutely hammered, so it doesn't look like she has much internet access, but that's super cool. Super cool. Congratulations, Sherry. It's really, really good work. So this is Runway. So if I say start with an image, I could run over. Let me just hop over to the AI Salon for a second. Oh, you know what I'll do? No, hang on. Let me go back to Runway. I just saved that jet that I had up there earlier. Let's put that jet there. Did I download that? Oh, wait, it's in the wrong file format. Dang it. All right. Is that in preview? Where is that? Okay. Here's this. We're going to export this as a PNG or JPEG, whatever. And then we'll go back to Runway. Okay, so here I am on Runway. So I'm going to grab that image. Oh, you're listening. Hey, Danielle, please be safe. I'm sorry. It looks like the rain in Cali is fucking crazy for the next day or two. So please stay safe. So what you can do here, you can do an image plus a description. So we could say something like that. But we'll go up a little. We'll go right a little. We'll roll a little. And we'll zoom in a little. Okay, so we can do that. And then they've also got this thing called motion brush, which I don't know if you've seen that, but we can brush in like all these clouds, and it will, oops, can I undo that? Yes. And it will just make the clouds move. I have that song stuck in my head now. So we'll have those things move to the right. And then what's cool about Runway now, what they've done is you can have up to 5 brushes. So I can brush in the clouds as one set of movement. And then I can pick brush 2 and I can put the jet as another set of movement. And I don't know, I haven't played a ton with this, so this might not be good because I don't know what I'm doing. which again, like I said, that according to my earlier declaration of we should stop fucking apologizing for the fact that we're not expert at stuff, I'm going to go on ahead and not apologize for that, even though I just did. So we're going to try this here, and then we're all going to learn together, and there's nothing to fucking apologize for. Right? Right, people? All right, so this we're going to go proximity closer. I don't know what ambient is, but it's probably going to screw some stuff up. And then horizontal will make it go left. And we'll save. Okay, so we've now got the clouds going one way, the jet hopefully going the other way. How did she slowly break the bottle? That's what I want to know. Brush moves only raised by 1 or 2. Oh, I see. I should have made the plain in fuchsia. Absolutely. All right, so now we hit generate. So this is what Runway is. Runway is a video generation tool that will take a still image or a text prompt or another video and turn it into a video. And there's other ones. There's ones called Pika Labs. There's another one called, I forget what it's called. Pika and Runway are the biggies right now. But you can also do video now on Leonardo now does video. Decohere now does video. I think Kriya might do video. Yeah, really great job, Sherry D. That's super cool. That's super cool. So we're at 68%. Now, here's so the video that we just watched that Sherry put together with all those cool, scenes and cuts and men and bears and all that sort of stuff. Runway only makes 4-second videos. Is it frozen for anyone else? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Lori Ryan, no. Jump out and back in. All right, so here's our video. Let's see how bad it goes. I have not had good luck with Runway, but let's see what we did here. Well, it's actually kind of cool, except I missed a tail apparently, or it missed a tail. So here's what I want to do. I want to go back into motion brush and kill the motion brushes. Can I double click this to delete it? Clear. I'm going to go to brush 2. Okay, so we cleared everything. Okay, so I'm going to clear the motion brushes. And then I'm just going to have whatever camera I had in there, whatever camera movements I had in there. And now I'm going to generate it again. So we'll generate this again. And this is really what you have to do with this stuff. So just like you experiment with image generation over and over and over again until you start to figure out some of the tricks of it. It's kind of amplified times 100 with video, because it can just distort things into unusable video. All right. And let's see, what's it doing there? Okay, so that's doing its thing. The other thing that I want to we'll do a couple of things tonight. We can go look at some Chat GPT stuff. I want to talk about the Vision Pro, because that's now out, and then there's some potential news coming this week from Google that I want to talk about. So yeah, some good big stuff there. All right. So hey, Tobias, what's shaking? Good to see you. All right, so here's the one without doing the motion brush. It's a little better. It still ate the words on the side of the plane. Clearly coming in for a landing. It almost maintains its shape. Actually, so here's what is sometimes interesting. So let's take this. Let's go to a different site. We'll go to a site called Pika. Pika.art. And we're going to upload that same image. And then we'll go to our camera controls. We'll do rotate. If we rotate left, it'll make the plane go down. So let's rotate right. So we're going to rotate right. We're going to zoom out. We'll do 2 strength of motion, and we're going to pan right. And then panning right, so it'll make the nose of the plane go up, make it look like it's moving left as we pan out, I think. We're in a weird place right now where you have to kind of imagine in your mind what you're doing with your camera moves and then just hope you got it right. Okay, so that's going to go make our thing. Here's a video that we did last night, which came out pretty good, of a bench, although this shadow seems to be moving across the pavement in a weird way. But it left the pattern on the bench intact, which Runway did not. So it'll be interesting to see what Pika does with this aeroplane. No apologies. Thank you. Yeah, please keep holding me accountable for that. Because A, I've spent a life apologizing for myself, and I'd like to end that shit. And then B, this AI stuff is so janky right now that I think we all feel a need to apologize for it. And it's also it's kind of so easy that I think we are all processing through. Does it have to take a lot of time to be valuable? And I'm increasingly coming to the conclusion that fuck no. Of course not. If I can do brilliant work in 2 minutes, great. Why not? We've put up with this technology for that's fucking beautiful. So it still kind of eats the letters at the very end of it, and the tails do a little weird movement, but the coherence there is actually pretty good. And it's sort of rotating around and adding some city in the foreground here. And this is kind of what we did last night as well. We went to a bunch of images and image generation tools and played with them. So anyway, that's kind of cool. All right. So this one is Pika.art. The other one is RunwayML.com. Those are two of the big image generation tools. Now, how do you find all these tools, Kyle? Well, I'll tell you. Let me see. That's some actual work I'm doing for tomorrow. All right. This AI Salon is a community that if you're not a part of, if you're curious about AI, to be fair, Kyle, the plane is a little off kilter with just one engine. Yeah, I know. The people at row 29 aren't feeling too well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the plane's a little brrr. It's entering the time space continuum in a bit of an odd way. Okay, this group, we call it the AI Salon, not Salon. No, it's the AI Salon. The AI Salon is a community of people. This is a group I started the week after Chat GPT came out. So we just over a year old. We've got an online community. So if you go to the salon.ai, that's going to take you to this site. Oops. Hang on. It's going to take you here. The salon.ai. Do. What's going on, internet? What's up, pussycat? Did I freeze? Robert Rossi is giving me a gift. Hang on. Thank you, Robert Rossi. There's Pika Labs. The salon.ai. Is this because of this HTTPS thing? Yes. Okay. So if going to the salon.ai doesn't work for you, remove the S in HTTPS. I don't have the domain set up right. So anyway, the first link here is going to take you to the AI Salon community. And when you go here, this is a really remarkable group of people. We just broke 1,000 members. The site's only been up for about 2 months. We were on Discord before, and we kind of ripped off the Band-Aid and said, let's go to a web-based community platform. And so we did. And so when you come here, check out about the salon and read about who we are, why we do what we do, and check out our values: curiosity, generosity, exploration, collaboration, inclusion, and empathy. And read what we're all about. Like, read who this group is. If these values resonate with you, you're going to really like this group. The salon.ai is a link tree. That's correct. But when you click on the first link, it takes you to here. And you can go here. If you go to aisalon.mn.co, that takes you here. But there's some things on that link tree that are worth keeping it there. If you resonate with these values, you're going to really dig this group. If you don't, that's cool, but this probably isn't the community for you. But we want people that are like up to it, right? People that are curious, people that are adventurous, people that are willing to share with one another and learn together. And that's what this group is. So please go do that. The two tools that we just looked at, Runway and Pika, can be found on this big master list of recommended tools from the salon. This is a list that I personally maintain. I've got some new things to put on here, and I think we're going to have some new things to put on here in particular this week, which is good. I have a feeling things are going to start accelerating this month. And if you're like, wait, Kyle, it's going to get faster? Yeah, it's going to get faster and weirder. So buckle up, buttercups. It's going to be, here's the deal. If you're feeling clueless now, just give it a month or two. And what I can promise you is if you're new here and if you're new to AI and you're like, oh my God, these people are so much farther ahead than I am. We are, everyone in this community and everyone in generative AI right now is feeling similarly clueless and out of sorts and out of touch because things are moving so fast. So don't think that you're too far behind, and don't get too comfortable thinking you might have it figured out, because no one does. How did you purchase the domain for the website? I spent $200 because .ai domains are expensive. so with cash, that's how I bought it. This is late, but turtle down. You guys are good. You guys are cool. Oh man. Okay. So this list, the recommended tool list, we start out with Chat GPT. If you're new to AI and you're wondering, but cow, where do I start? Start with Chat GPT. If you can afford the $20 a month, get Chat GPT Plus. If you want to get AI literate, I think it is actually irresponsible to not really understand what ChatGPT Plus, ChatGPT 4 can do. Because it is the current state-of-the-art large language model. I would not buy an annual subscription for this, so you can save money by paying for an annual one. I wouldn't do that because new things are coming, maybe even this week. But I would start learning ChatGPT as soon as you can. And what this list does is it points out, here are the things in ChatGPT you should learn how to use. Or not even learn how to use, that's not the right term. The things you should play with. Play. Don't put too much weight on getting good at this shit right now. Just go play. Then I've also got other large language models. Here's the 4 biggies. Here's what we call the kids table, these are not the biggies, but they're kind of specialty ones. Grok not only belongs at the kids table, Grok belongs like on the back patio right now. But I have a feeling Grok's about to get better because there were a couple of tweets about it. I have a feeling that's going to get better pretty quick. Then here's some image generation tools: DALL-E, Midjourney, Krea, Decohere, Leonardo, and Firefly. Every one of those is a rabbit hole to run down. Leonardo is getting incredibly sophisticated. Firefly is getting better and better from Adobe. Krea's wild. Decohere's wild. These two are just like the sort of zany weirdos of the block. I think I need to also add, the hell's it called? The Stability AI one. Begins with a C. I forget what it is. But anyway, that's that. Video creation, Runway ML and Pika, that's what we just played with. Then there's also HeyGen and DID. There's Visla. There's music and audio. Here's 11 Labs. Here's Suno. Oh, it's Grammy night. Let's go play with Suno. If you haven't played with Suno yet, this is pretty crazy. So I'm going to go create. I'm going to log in with my 17-factor authentication. I think I got my TikTok or my Twitter channel back. Okay, so we're going to do create a song about Taylor Swift winning the Grammy in the style of Taylor Swift. We'll see. It might not do it because of copyright. I don't know if you're allowed to. Yeah, no, couldn't generate that file. Dang it. Okay. Create a pop song. Create a pop song about a pop star winning a music award that's shaped like a gramophone made of brass in the style of that same pop star. We'll see how it does. I guess with the Grammys on, they don't want to make it too easy to just copy an artist. Suno isn't quite there, but if you haven't played with Suno AI, it's really fun to play with. Sharon Mendenhall in the AI Salon has been making a ton of songs. She even made like a Broadway musical using Suno. So. I thought it was like that. What happened to that app? Did it go away? Which I don't know what that means. I've been playing with glyph.app for art generation and video too. There's so many tools now, Source Camp. I made a few songs on Saturday. They aren't half bad. Yeah, what's interesting about Suno... Oh, are these done? Pop Anthem and Echoes of Victory. All right, so here's our Taylor Swift songs without mentioning Taylor Swift.
The lights are shining bright. The star is born tonight. Booming, coming home. My story to be told. The stage is set for me. I'm ready to be free. I take this gold by storm. My dreams have been reborn. Yeah, keep on. I'm on top of the world. Victory in my breath. Every note it goes. Success resound. Oh, I'm dancing in the spotlight. Feeling so alive. There's golden river.
That's pretty good. All right, here's Golden Anthem.
I've been waiting for this moment in my life. Where dreams become reality, illusions come alive. Through blood, sweat, and tears, I reach for the stars. Now I'm standing on the stage with victory in my heart.
So that's Suno. If you don't know Suno, you give it a song idea and it writes a song with lyrics and it sings them. And some of them are not half bad. They're all very warbly and overcompressed and weird. They have all those kind of audio compression artifacts that they all sound like auto-tune, right? They all sound like T-Pain. But thank you very much, Robert Rossi. That was super cool. Yeah, Sharon is the queen of Suno. She really is. Can you edit that song? I don't think you can, but one of the things that Kevin Vasquez is doing, who's an irregular in here. I noticed Champy is silent. Exactly, Vicky. he knows the score. For Sherry's video, he's singing his lungs out, and then for those pop songs, not so much. What Kevin Vasquez is doing with modern DAWs, digital audio workstations, you can take songs that are mixed and have the DAW split them into tracks. So how Kevin Vasquez has been using these, he's a music producer. He's been using Suno to do song ideation. He then splits them into tracks, and he's doing full-on music production out of Suno bases, which is amazing. So with some cleverness, you can do that. Kyle, what are your favorite Chrome extensions? I actually just got rid of all my Chrome extensions, Kieran, except for a handful of things like MetaMask and LastPass and things I need for daily work. For a couple of reasons. They tend to be memory hogs, and I had Edge set as my default browser for a year, and it had so many memory leaks, I was having to restart my Mac 3 or 4 times a day. And on Macs, you generally don't need to restart them ever, like once a month maybe. So I wasn't used to that, and I was fucking hating it. So when I switched back to Chrome as my default browser, I just went in and got rid of all my extensions. So it's a really good question. There are so many. So if you go to on my list of recommended tools, at the very, very bottom of it is a directory called futurepedia.io. I haven't been there in a couple of months, but last time I was there were 5,500 AI apps. There's probably now 8 or 10,000. So there's 8 or 10,000 AI apps to play with. there are probably a similar amount of Chrome extensions to play with, all of which use AI. Where I'm trying to put my focus right now is what are the core tools? What are sort of the base tools, like the leading tools in each of the major categories? And when it comes to LLMs, I'm just trying to stick to like the big commercial things. I'm not even playing with the open source stuff because that's a whole nother world. And so I feel like Chrome extensions are just going to distract me, and I just because I have ADD, I'm not good at managing them. If I put them in there, they'll be there 4 years from now. So I'm part of it's a personality thing, and part of it's just I'm trying not to distract myself because there is so much coming and so much to keep up with, and I'm just like, So can you edit it, or does not give you that option? It doesn't give you that option, Jason, but I just talked about you can split it in a DAW. You can do you can do remixes? Oh, okay. I don't know a ton about Suno other than, and I don't have a paid version of Suno, so I'm just using the free version. So I assume if you have a paid version, you can do more. If you can do remixes, cool. That's great. Champy, love you. Champy, you're gonna be a star. He's already a star. He's like, yeah, I know. Champy was invited to the Grammys. We turned it down. They were just like, he was like, am I making as much as Taylor Swift? They're like, well, no, she's Taylor Swift. He's like, then I'm out. You want to sing in dog? You pay me Swift rates. He's rough. He's rough. Get it? He's rough when it comes to the negotiations. Oh, man. Has anyone tried Luma yet? Which one's Luma? I think I tried Luma. Rough. Chat GPT is first, second, and third place. I agree with that. Although, so here, let me show you something too. Oh, by the way, if you join the AI Salon, don't just be a lurker, okay? Remember when I said we have values? One of those values, this one right here, generosity. A form of generosity is introduce yourself to the community. So one of the first things I'd like you to do if you decide to join the AI Salon is go to the introduce yourself section in the community and introduce yourself. Oh, here's Cliff Booker. Did it with an image. That's super cool. There's a good generous introduction. He wrote a poem. He made an image. Here, well, let's give that a heart. Let's reward that with, that's sweet. 37 minutes ago. All right, a minute ago. So there's some people introducing themselves. So go do that. You can also check out the Show and Tell channel, which is a lot of fun. There's Sharon Mendenhall making some more music, or pictures about making music. Waiting for the Piano Man. Oh, yeah. I bet he's coming up, isn't he? Billy Joel's singing his first new song in 30 years tonight. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so in Water Cooler, so Water Cooler is just a discussion where you can discuss stuff, and Chris McCabe posted this article from Decoder. Okay. Accept and close. Google might launch its Chat GPT Plus competitor, Google or Gemini Advanced, this week. So, Gemini Advanced is, I guess, their commercial term for Gemini Ultra, which is the name of the model. Bard answered me in Chinese the other day. Anyone else get that? Oh boy. Pate, what's going on over there at Google? Why is it answering people in Chinese? Pate, what are your TPUs doing? Did you do the math wrong? Did you do a minus where you needed to do a plus? Did you close your expressions? Pate? And Pate didn't give us any forewarning. Pate, wait, are you still working in the United States? Pate, blink twice. Okay. Google might release its ChatGPT Plus competitor on February 7th. This name suggests what happened? It went to a different article. Here we go. The name suggests a change for the Bard chatbot after Google announced Bard Advanced at the end of last year. The Gemini Advanced chatbot will be powered by the eponymous Gemini model in the Ultra 1.0 release. According to code snippets posted on Reddit, Hackers Gonna Hack, Google says the new chatbot is far more capable at highly complex tasks like coding, logical reasoning, and nuanced instructions, and creative collaboration thanks to the Ultra model. The company promises regular updates. The Gemini, let's see. Google tries to catch up with ChatGPT. So the 7th is Wednesday, right? February 5th is tomorrow. 6th is Tuesday. 7th is Wednesday. So it is possible, kids, that Wednesday, Bard is not that bad. Yeah, but Bard right now is based on Gemini Pro, which is essentially the equivalent of ChatGPT 3.5. So Bard is at about parity with the free version of ChatGPT. Now, that said, if you haven't seen the large language model, it's called the Arena, right? Have you guys seen this thing? This is cool. Let's go look at this. LLM Arena. Chatbot Arena. Okay. If you haven't seen this is a lot of fun. All right. So. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So, Google Bard, Gemini Pro, beat the 6.13 version of ChatGPT 4 and the 3.14 version of ChatGPT 4. So everything but the turbo version. So GPT-4 Turbo is still at the top, but Gemini Bard made it to number 3. So it's so Bard in the non-ultra version right now has beat some GPT-4 things. Now, what did it beat it in? It beat it in this thing called Chatbot Arena, which if you haven't played with it, why can I not find out how to play with this? Is it here? Introduction. Try the voting demo. Verifying that I'm human. Connection is secure. Okay, this is it. Okay. So what this thing does is you write a prompt. All right, so I'll do my classic prompt. Explain quantum mechanics to me in an M rap. This is one of my parlor tricks that I like to do. And so what this has got is got Model A and Model B. We don't know what these models are. So when you say send, it's sending the same prompt to two different models. And you get to watch how they respond. In this case, they're not responding at all. Come on, what are we doing? There we go. Okay, let's see. So the one on the left, listen up, I'm going to break it down. Quantum mechanics, it's crazy town. Particles that exist in many states like Schrodinger's cat. It's not just a meme. It's real, man. Okay, that's weird. Quantum mechanics, it's a mind blow. It's a whole new way of knowing. It's all about probability. Okay, this is pretty crappy. All right, the one on the right. All right, hold tight. I'll break it down, no pretense. Quantum mechanics, a world where things get intense. Forget the big stuff, the rules you understand, because down at the bottom, it's a whole different land. This one at least rhymes. Particles are waves, yeah, it sounds kind of strange. They ain't in one spot, their position can change. Like a ghost in the night, they flicker and fade. They're here, they're there, a probability parade. So this one's pretty good. So now what I do is I go B, so you can go A is better, B is better. It's a tie, both are bad. So I'll go B is better. And then it tells us that's Bard. And then the one on the left is the Vicuna 13B model. So it kind of makes sense that a 13 billion parameter model would suck a little more. And then there's Bard winning. So then this turns into this leaderboard that is dynamically created. And so Andrei Karpathy, who is the chief scientist at OpenAI, and then he went to, I think, Google to work on something, and then he came back to OpenAI to work on safety. This is one of the sites that he says he trusts for ranking LLMs. And so Bard, the non-ultra version of Bard, is already behaving pretty good in a measured way. So I figured that might make you happy there, Pate. That your little startup company there is doing okay. Let's see, where is? I guess I'll just go to this. What site is this? So that site was, Brandon, was look up Chatbot Arena, and then you have to click on the demo, and then you can do that back and forth with it. It's fun to do. And you're actually helping science. They're actually, that leaderboard is dynamically generated by people playing with that tool. Because I think that getting real people to do real prompts is something interesting versus just scientific benchmarks. Is there anything else in this? According to a leaked web text. So anyway, we should pay attention to that. Do I have any faith that this is actually going to launch on February 7th? No, but, someone found some code that suggests it. And the Gemini Advanced, the last thing I remember in December was they were going to call it Bard Advanced. But I think Gemini is a better word, and I think Gemini Advanced is good. Gemini Advanced is likely going to be $20 a month also. So you're going to have to pay for it just like you have to pay for Chat GPT. And if it's as good as they say it is, then that's going to be worth it. Okay, let's go now look at some of the... Oh, there's Joni. Oh my God, what a mess. I have every Joni Mitchell album. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing she never sang at the Grammys until now? There's the Luke Combs, Tracy Chapman Fast Car duo. That was so good. Duet. Oh, yeah. Oh, this was one. Did you hear about this one? Holy shit. So, a finance worker in Hong Kong paid out $25 million. He received a suspicious email saying, hey, wire $25 million to this account. And then he got a FaceTime, a video call from his CFO saying, no, it's legitimate. You can send the $25 million. And he sent the $25 million, and it was a deep fake of his CFO. So holy shit, that's coming. Good Lord. The reason I wanted to go play here, it's all going to be full of Grammys. Let me go Vision Pro here. Vision Pro, and let me do Casey Neistat. How do you spell Casey? Is that it? No. Casey. Neistat.
Thanks. Got the messages again. Got music set up here. Big screen TV set up on my wall. Gordon Ramsay showing me how to cook above the stove.
So let me go back and show you this. So what's starting to happen? So Vision Pro's been out for 48 hours now. And there's an interesting Casey Neistat. If you don't know him, he's a filmmaker from ages ago that got famous doing YouTube videos, like these really sort of low rent, low production value YouTube videos that were super authentic. And basically he wore his Vision Pros out in New York City for a whole day, and gave his take on them, and I thought it was pretty interesting. This guy's talking about so what you're looking at here is this guy's house, right? He's walking around his physical house, and then when you pin these things up, they're persistent. So what was interesting about the people that I've seen that are wearing these things out in public is if they're walking and they try to bring up the interface, it just blows past them because they're walking. And so the Vision Pro is about establishing these interfaces in a physical space. So I guess they're just dropping these virtual objects. It looks like Miley Cyrus won another one. Good for her. She's never won a Grammy, which I can't believe. Anyway, okay.
Got the messages again. Got music set up here. Big screen TV set up on my wall. Gordon Ramsay showing me how to cook above the stove. Notes right here for some groceries. Can walk around freely. Here's what it looks like when it's on. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, catch.
Thank you. And as we walk around the house, everything stays pinned exactly where we left it. And that's it. Let me know if you...
Crazy, right? Trading meme coins from the Apple Vision Pro. Here was Simpsons predicting this, of course.
Escuela de Medicina de Harvard, John Hopkins.
This one I haven't seen. With the Vision Pro resharing, okay. That's that guy again. Let me see if I can find Casey Neistat. How do you spell Casey Neistat? Hang on. Let me go find Casey Neistat. C-A-S-E-Y. C-A-S-E-Y. I had Neistat, right? Here we go. Okay, here. Yeah, this is it.
Like what?
That's
Do I look
wild.
like real?
Yeah, I mean, your eyes are close. There's too much teeth, I think. I don't know.
I want to make a review. Come help me.
All right, sounds good.
All right, meet you downstairs in 5.
All right.
Thanks, Emilios.
All right, if you want like a normal review of this thing, I can't recommend enough to go watch Marquez Brownlee's. His is fantastic. This is a different, like, I kind of have a different take on this and different questions, and that's what this is. But Marquez's is really good.
What is this thing that I'm holding? Literally.
Look at him. Look at him walking around New York City.
I had it for like an hour.
Yeah, okay. Can you put windows up now if you want to?
Yeah, so like I can put a window up now, but when I start walking, they like go away.
Fade away.
Yeah, take care.
This is so cool when he gets to Times Square and he's just computing.
Get a random pile of bricks, an old toilet.
I found the restroom.
And a bunch of random wooden poles.
There's more poles.
Pile.
Let's pile onto that boat and leave.
And as you can see, but later in this video, we're going to 100 island and also Super Island. But first, we're gonna head over to strategies for interacting with people. They gaslight you into thinking.
So, if you're moving a lot while you're moving, this thing comes up that says tracking failed. So it doesn't track if you're moving a lot. It says nothing for the sensors to like lock onto. It doesn't know where to put stuff. But standing at a subway stop, watching a mystery...
Let me jump ahead here. See if I can get him when he's in Times Square.
Or VR. Like I have the Oculus, it's great, but it definitely feels like a toy. This feels like a little glimpse into the future of what computing could be like down the road. Why is everybody staring at me? Do I look as ridiculous as those people make me feel like I look?
Just your eyes are glowing.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Jordan, you're standing right in front of my Mr. Beast video. Come right there. Okay.
Years ago, this used to be a bar.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to walk under this?
Right? Like
Okay.
that.
Years ago.
So, you know, he's sitting in Times Square and he's got this pinned, you know, YouTube page, this Mr. Beast video. I saw another guy earlier. Let me see what he says at the end. He sort of summarizes this at the end that I think is interesting. And Billy Joel's singing. Ooh, that sounds good. Billy Joel's song sounds good. Nice. Okay. I don't know why this crap ain't working anymore. All right, let me go off him. Vision Pro. There was one guy was watching like 30 basketball games that live at the same time in his living room. There's a guy at a ball game. Vision Pro courtside is crazy. People are going to be such idiots in these things. They already are. Gen Z going wild. Bro literally transformed into a stormtrooper. Oh, that's funny. Let me see if I can find one of these other ones. What's this guy doing?
I'll show you what my morning routine's like with the Apple Vision Pro. As you can see, I'm in bed right now. I wear my Apple Vision Pro to bed, actually, so that the moment I wake up, I can immediately start being productive. So the moment I open my eyes, I can see the price of Bitcoin. I have 90% of my net worth in Bitcoin, so I want to make sure that prices keep going up. Over here, I got X.
Comedy. It's comedy. There's a dweeb nut. There's an app. Let's see. What I'm hearing consistently, you're probably seeing the same shit, is that people are surprised at how immersive it is. Here's a guy walking his robot dog with his Vision Pros on. So we're gonna have a fair amount of that at least in the major cities. I think in smaller cities, people are gonna get beat up if they try to do that. All right. Okay. So, why do I think that's worth talking about here? Well, the vision, the amount of people driving in them is crazy, though. I know that one dude driving the Cybertruck, where he's the Cybertruck is driving itself, and he's in there doing like Tom Cruise in whatever movie he did. Yeah, it's gonna be dumb for a while. That's okay. So why it's relevant to this channel and to us? The amount of machine learning and AI that's built into that device is insane. It's doing real-time signal processing of all these different sensors, and there's a lot of AI and machine learning in there. Right now there's a lot of this kind of interfacey kind of stuff. When you have the ability to just talk it and have it execute complex operations, you're going to see AI put in there pretty significantly, I think. What's kind of weird about them is instead of it being augmented, the image of the real world is created. Right. Yeah, exactly. But what people are pretty consistently saying is it is of a high enough frame rate. No, sorry, Celine Dion just walked on stage and she's very sick, and Taylor Swift just lost her mind. Hang on a sec.
When I say that I'm happy to be here, I really mean it from my heart. Those who have been blessed enough to be here at the Grammy Awards must never take for granted the tremendous love and joy that music brings to our lives.
Right. Nice. This has become a React channel. Well, maybe a little bit. Only tonight. This isn't a React channel. This is a React squared channel, because I'm reacting to other people's reactions. We can see too. Oh, the Grammys. I don't think I can show it. I think TikTok will shut the live down. But we could do watch parties at some point, I suppose. No, so here's the thing. Based on the first 48 hours response, Apple seems to, I thought they did this when they announced it, but now that it's out and in the hands of people, people are pretty relentless and ruthless about this kind of technology. And this is the first of these goggle type devices where people are like, yeah, I could do my work in this, right? I could walk around the world and it's working. And this is version 1.0, right? So as with all Apple products, by the time they get to version 3, they have usually established a new category. I think they have clearly established spatial computing as the new category. And it includes all sorts of things like robotics and self-driving cars as well, right? Because they're driving in space. And this idea that you're leaving these objects all around the world, it's a new kind of thing, and it's here, right? So it's not like it's coming. We could look at Oculus all we wanted and go, well, when it doesn't look like, Second Life from 1999, maybe I'll drop $500 on the stupid fucking thing. And I know the Oculus have gotten better and things are better, but Apple seems to have done it, and they've sold a ton of these things already at $3,500. So that just says to me that's coming as well, right? So people have been talking about AR and VR for a decade. Meta changed their name from Facebook to Meta to try to lay claim to that. What was that, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? They spent tons of money to not really build anything that caught on in any way. And I think Apple has actually done something here. So this starts to feel like when you can go to something like skybox.blockadelabs.com, if you haven't seen that, skybox.blockadelabs.com, where, here's a scene that you can twirl around in, and then I can say Times Square, New York City in 2075 in smog. Let's just say that, and then we'll pick a style. We'll go realistic, and we'll go generate. Oh, I didn't pick a style. Here we go, realism. Go generate. And so now this is going to generate us that. I've seen people live streaming from TV. Yep. Thank you, everyone. It's weird. It's still failing to load. As an Apple stockholder, I'm excited for the future. Yeah, you should be. Listen, I was like, when is Apple going to fucking reinvent a new category? And the last place I thought they would do it is in augmented reality. I know that they've been talking about it for 15 years. That announcement of Vision Pro and what that technology is. Oh, what did Taylor just win? She won another one. What'd she win? The other people don't look very happy. They're all like, Oh, for Album of the Year. First 4-time Album of the Year winner in Grammy history, Taylor Swift. Holy shit. Good for her. She is such a beast. God damn, this last 2 years for her has just been insane. Okay. So anyway, so here's New York City. So if you think about like right now we have all the little seeds of what we're going to be able to do in the future, where you're going to be able to have all these different screens. You're going to be able to just say, "Hey, I want X done," or "I want to create X." and little agents are going to go off and do that shit for you and bring it back to your screens wherever you have them, and it'll probably be context sensitive, where if you're in your living room, there's a certain set of tasks you do. If you're in your kitchen, there's a certain set of tasks you do. If you're out in Times Square, there's probably something else you do. And then tools like this, where you're gonna be able to speak worlds into existence that will have game mechanics in them and objects in them, 3D objects in them, and activities in them, and other people in them. It's gonna get really weird really fast. 2023, the last normal year. So I just looking at go, if you haven't been watching the reviews of the Vision Pro, just go watch a bunch of them. And just do what you can to just try to assimilate. Okay, let's assume this gets real in the next 5 years. And by real, I mean, it's not an embarrassingly big, heavy, weird thing. It's something more like these glasses, or, maybe slightly bigger, but a stylized version of glasses that can do all this. And something like the Rabbit R1 that's going to be like this little AI walkie-talkie that we have, that gets integrated into everything. Like, everything becomes everything. And you don't need to program anymore. No one needs to program. Well, people need to program the systems that we'll use. But if we need an application to calculate the tip at the restaurant we're at, it will just dynamically be generated for our bill based on how nice we were to the waitress and how nice she was to us, right? Like, it'll be able to take all that into account. Like, that's the world we're heading into. They are slow playing Siri 2, though. Slow. They're incomprehensible. They're non-existent with. Here's the thing about Apple, though. Apple always waits. Apple always waits. They always just sit back and they let Mark Zuckerberg rename his company and launch Second Life 2.0 and fall on his face. And they go, okay, noted, duly noted. We know what not to do there. What site is this? This site is blockadelabs.com. It's on if you go to the AI Salon, in the community section, AI tools and resources, you'll see this list. It's down in 3D worlds and objects. It's the first one, Blockade Labs. All right. And if you're wondering, wait, what's the AI Salon? What's the AI Salon? That's the AI Salon. Go there and click on the first link that says AI Salon Community, and that will take you to this web-based community site that we've got. And go to Welcome to the Salon and read about who we are and why we do what we do. And read about our values. If you're curious about AI, if you're excited about this, if you're the only one in your circle of friends and family that's into this, and everyone's like, Sally, could you stop talking about AI now? We're really kind of sick of it. Could we just go out to dinner once and have a milkshake and not talk about stupid Chat GPT or something? If you're that person that hears people in your life talk like that, come join us. That's the end of Snarky Waitstaff rip. Yeah, exactly. You know what's going to be weird, Silver Fox, is just so much is going to be analyzed and responded to in real time. It's going to absolutely change behavior. In fact, that's one of the things that was in the EU's new laws that the EU just came out with, has got to do with not measuring emotional reality at work, like not measuring people's emotions at work. Because everything's going to be tracked. Everything's going to be analyzed in real time. It's going to be a trip. So anyway, when you come to the AI Salon, really look at what we're about. And if our values and what we're about sounds good to you, great. If you're like, well, that seems a little weird. AI Salon is a ragtag group of misfits, ne'er-do-wells, and miscreants. So if you read that and you're like, well, that sounds geeky and stupid. What are they, nerds? Maybe. I don't fucking know. But if that makes you happy, then you'll probably dig this place. If you like the idea of being around super curious people that are also really generous in how they share what they're learning, great. If you're like, you just want to be one of these guys,
You can make money with Chat GPT.
it's all about the coin and figuring it out and what's the angle, you're probably not going to dig this group. Now, does this group talk about how do we make money with this? Fuck yes, we do. But we're not leading with the tool. What's your prediction for AI at the end of 2024? Oh, good Lord, Dr. Bod. Okay. My prediction for AI at the end of 2024. I think we will be, so Google put out a paper 3 months ago on the different levels of AGI, the different classes or stages of AGI. Right now we're at AGI 1.0, like 1, which is like, it can sort of do some shit, but not much. And then 2 and 3, like AGI 3 is, I should probably go look at it. Hang on, let me go look at this. Google AGI stages. Is that what it's called? Levels of AGI. Level 1, emerging. Equal to or somewhat better than an unskilled human. That's where we are right now. Level 2, competent, at least 50th percentile of skilled adults. Meaning, the AI is better than half of the people. Skilled adults. Skilled adults. Level 3, expert, at least 90th percentile of skilled adults. I think by the end of 2024, we're at least at level 2, and we might be pushing level 3. Or at least have glimpses of what level 3 looks like. Now, to get to that, so if you want to get to the 90th percentile of skilled adults, then AI needs to be able to reason, and it needs to be able to take actions. So, do you know if the Rabbit R1 will interface with Chat GPT using the button? I don't know. They just cut a deal with Perplexity, so my guess is not. But it also looks like they're giving you an interface where you can set up your own actions on your own websites. So, in theory, you could set up an action for Chat GPT. So, in theory, you should be able to do that. So, I think by the end of 2024, I think we'll see whatever's the next thing from OpenAI. And as Sam Altman put it, I wrote it down because it's very particular language. GPT-4 is best understood as a preview. So what we're playing with now is best understood as, here's the training wheels, kids. Okay? You go play. You go make your GPTs. Here's the GPT store. It's not really a store. It doesn't fucking matter. GPT-4 is best understood as a preview. And then he followed that up with the sentence, progress here is not linear. GPT-5 isn't going to be like 2 or 3 times better than GPT-4. It's going to be a completely different thing. It looks like Google, maybe as soon as Wednesday, is going to be launching something that's at least as good as GPT-4, that is multimodal from the get-go. And so we're going to have GPT-4, which is already multimodal. We're going to have, what's it called? Gemini Advanced, which is Gemini Ultra, which is super multimodal. Those two are going to be battling it out together. And I would not think that Sam Altman and the OpenAI crew are going to want Google to, if Google takes the lead, I don't think OpenAI is going to want them to have the lead for long, so it might accelerate them putting GPT-5 out there. So I think what we're going to see is we're going to see these systems go from being kind of dumb, where they make a lot of mistakes and they don't know what they're saying, to reasoning, where it'll give you an answer and they will actually read their own answer and not actually show it to you until they've got it right. So I think the hallucination thing will disappear or dramatically lower. I think that we'll start to see agents. So think like a GPT, but it takes action on your behalf, and maybe it's generated dynamically. So like a good example of an agent might be, I want to go on a vacation. Okay, well, if you were going to say to your assistant, I want to go on a vacation, that assistant would know how many people in your family. They would probably ask some questions like, is it just you or is it the whole family? Do you want to go somewhere you've been before, or do you want to go somewhere new? Do you want this to be a fancy vacation or an inexpensive vacation, right? So they need some information. Once they have that information, what's a good assistant do? Well, let me call up, let me go to Expedia, see if there's any sales. Let me see anywhere we've got frequent flyer miles, do all that. So they're going to go do that. They're probably going to Google different locations. If you want to go somewhere you've never been before, they're going to go find locations, probably check with you. I was thinking about the Maldives or Phuket, where Cindy Kuhn is right now. She's in Phuket. I read it and thought it was pronounced fuck it, but not as worldly as I thought I was. So these agents are going to go do that for you. I want to go on a vacation. It'll ask you some questions, and then boom, they'll go off. It'll start creating you day trips, making reservations for you, making reservations at restaurants. Here's your itinerary. I don't like Wednesday. Wednesday seems boring. Can we go somewhere exciting? Sure. Off go some more agents to do your stuff. So I think we'll see, deeply increased capabilities, reasoning, and agents, and then I think the multimodal stuff. I think video by the end of 2024 gets staggeringly good. There's a post from Matt Wolf who said he thought that the ability to create a coherent 30 to 60 minute video was going to be 2 to 3 years out. And he said, I've got to revise that. I just saw something. It's going to be 2 or 3 months, or like 1 or 2 months. So probably by end of March, we'll have some video tool, like either one of the ones we know gets better or some new one fucking shows up. That's just like, you want to make a 30-minute film? Just describe it here. So I think the multimodal goes full multimodal. Video, audio, 3D worlds, 3D objects, probably some code, like integrated into there, dynamic interfaces, words, obviously, music, all of it, pictures, ability to see pictures, ability to do data analysis. All of that will be at our fingertips in single interfaces by the end of 2024. Now, do I expect that it's not going to be janky pieces of shit the whole way through 2024? Absolutely. Like I don't personally see any of this shit like stabilizing from a technology standpoint for probably 3 to 5 years. And that's why I think the next 18 months, so your ability to have patience and be adventurous and just play and not get so fucking precious about, oh, I built a thing, now it's not, now it's useless. Let all that shit go. Just start playing. Just start, know that all this stuff's going to change. It's going to get way better, way faster. All you have to do, very simple, not necessarily easy, but very simple. All you have to do is be in the conversation. Be actively using these tools, actively talking about what you're learning, actively, collaborating, sharing, saying, hey, how did you learn how to do that? Asking. If someone asks you a question, how'd you do that? Tell them. Don't be stingy. If you do that in the next 18 months, the amount of opportunity for you, for all of us, is like bonkers. Big Brother will know completely everything about everyone and everything. Okay, Nicholas, dude, listen. Big Brother already knows everything about all of us. Google and Facebook asked us 20 years ago, hey, if I give you this cool free thing, will you tell me everything about yourself and not read the terms and conditions? And we said, absolutely, let's do this. They already have all the data. If you don't think Google doesn't know every fucking thing about you, you're high. Here's what's different. It's not just Big Brother that can do all the data analysis now. Right now, you have to be Google or Facebook to be able to collect that much data and process that data in any kind of meaningful way. What AI does is it democratizes all of that. So this isn't Big Brother, this is Little Brother and Little Sister and little pissed off Gen Zer that you were a jerk to at work are going to be able to do all sorts of nasty things with your data and all sorts of powerful things with your data. It's not that they're going to suddenly gain our data. They've already got our data. It's that everyone can process all the data like that. That's what changes, I think. We can sit in VR all day and AI will do everything for us. We can do that. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think all the doomsdayers right now, they're like, well, all these people are going to lose their jobs and then they're just going to sit around picking the dingleberries out of their ass. And I'm like, have you met people? People want to do shit. People want to contribute. People want to engage. So yeah, they might lose their job. Now, if they lose their job and they're like, well, AI cost me my job, so I'm never going to learn it. Fuck AI. AI's an asshole. Well, that's the identical response that a lot of people said when the steam engine came out. It's just horses and plows for me. I'm not going to use one of those newfangled machines. You hear how loud they are? Boom! And then tractors took over. And those people were still pissed off the whole time tractors took over. But tractors still took over. So the shit's coming whether you want it or not. I still think humanity has a strong line in the sand regarding tech. Yeah, they do. There's still a lot of fear right now. Again, Source Camp, I think we're still at single digits percentage-wise of people that are doing anything remotely like what the AI Salon and the Irregulars do here. I think very few people... Now, it's growing, but I think very few people, relatively, are using these tools. So we're so early still so early. But you know how it is, Source Camp. You've done this enough now where when people have their Kevin McAllister moment, they're, I didn't know it could do that. When people have that moment, it's hard to come back from that, right? Like most people try Chat GPT, they're like, oh, let me type in a little something. I don't like what it gave me. And then they just stop. Or like the guy that hosted the Thunderview dinners that I spoke at the other night, where he's tried it like 25 or 30 times. And he's sort of holding it to the standard of, unless it's as good as a senior copywriter or senior creative director, it's a piece of shit. And he's just got this hard line in the sand where it's like, until it's perfect, he's like, fuck it, it's useless. As opposed to looking at, well, what can it do? What can it do? Where's the boundary? And then let me play in the area where it can do shit, which is what this group is, which is what the salon is. I'll tell you what, it's a fuckload more fun focusing on what it can do than focusing on what it can't do. Because then you just sound like a bitter, cynical old man. You know? Get off my lawn, you stupid AI kids. You with your dumb machines. What next? You're going to wear goggles out in public? Apparently. Oh, man. So very happy I stumbled onto your TikTok last year. It's so great to be a part of a curious community. Thank you, Debbie. I agree. I mean, I think it's important. I mean, I can't keep up with this shit. Get off my lawn. Exactly. Get off my computer, you stupid AI kids. Your stupid AIs. Oh, I suppose this picture was made with AI. You know how many comments I'm getting? I'm reading chapters of I just did this book, AI Futures, an anthology. And so I'm reading my essay. I broke it into little sections and I'm putting them on my TikToks. Like, I'm getting a surprising number of people asking how much of this was written by AI. Could you give me a percentage of how much of this is AI? No, I can't. And does it matter? Like, read it. If you think it's a piece of shit, it's a piece of shit. If you think it's good, it's good. If you think it's mediocre, it's mediocre. Does it matter? Do you care if I use Microsoft Word versus Google Docs? Do you want to know if I used Grammarly? Do you want to know how many words were spell checked? No. Well, tell me how much was used with AI. Why? What do you care? Bought your book. Thank you, Teresa. That's sweet. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon if you search for AI Futures, an anthology. Cindy Kuhn, who's an irregular in here, is in it. Peter Kaminsky, who runs the AI 101 Guild at the AI Salon, has got an essay in it. AI reviewed my story and informed me about focusing on character thoughts and adding scenery details. I'll tell you what, AI, if you haven't been playing with AI a lot, what gets all the attention with AI is the generating stuff, like write me a poem, write me a this, write me a that. What's kind of the unsung hero of AI, it's really good at analyzing other writing and like telling you how to improve it and what it's doing structurally, and it's really good at that. So yeah, that's a really good use case. Curiosity equals intelligence. Yes, yes, yes. Bye, guys. I need to step out. Steve-O! Peace out, buddy. Thank you for inspiring people. Steve-O's got some really interesting prompting that he's doing. Some really interesting image generation that he's doing. And he's inspiring other people to do stuff. Anne Murphy, I read it and love. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Anne. I appreciate that. I use Grammarly. Piasta, how much do you use Grammarly? Of the last paragraph that you sent, how many of those sentences were corrected by Grammarly? We'd really like to know that. Because we use anti-Grammarly detectors here at this company. We want you learning Strunk and Whites all on your own. And if you can't write your own sentences with grammar perfection, we're not interested in what you have to say. That's what it sounds like to me now. Anytime I hear someone say, well, how much is AI is in that? It's like fucking nails on a chalkboard to me right now. The actual answer of how much of this is AI is none of your fucking business. That's the answer. I'm not fucking apologizing for how quickly I got it done. I'm not apologizing for using a tool. I don't apologize for using digital photography. I learned how to do photography developing in a darkroom in college. I could choose to do that if I wanted to do it artistically, but that's not a conversation anymore. It used to be a conversation. Real photographs happen in chemicals. Digital photographs, those aren't photographs. Same shit right now. Now, the argument right now is, well, generative AI can generate it, it can generate deep fakes and disinformation and misinformation. Well, we were pretty fucking good at disinformation and misinformation with just traditional computer tools. So we've been doing that. We've been successful at that for a while. Do you know how far off we are in the AI community from in-person meetups? Yes. Our first set of in-person meetups are next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday in Denver. And then if you go to the AI Salon, if you're interested in hosting a local, we're calling them AI Salon after hours, and they're social gatherings, because we figure at this point there's a lot of groups, like in San Francisco, there's a lot of groups meeting and talking about AI already. May I quote you? You can absolutely quote me. So what we want to do is invite people from other AI groups to just come hang out together, and in a more social kind of way, like get to know each other, which is one of the things that we want to do in the AI Salon, which is one of the reasons that we encourage members to, put your pictures up there and share your, share who you are, use your real name, because we want people to get to know one another. In the AI Salon on the left-hand side, so in the salon info area, there's now a volunteer interest form. So if you're interested in hosting a local AI Salon after hours, or if you're interested in, supporting the salon in other ways, we've got it's a form that, you tell us how much time you have, and if there's any times of the day you can't do it, and what your top 3 interest areas are, and go do that. And then the non-Denver meetups are going to start as soon as 2 weeks after that. So we have our AI Salon meeting is every 2 weeks, and then the in-person meetups are going to be the Tuesdays in between. And basically, as soon as local, people who have volunteered to be, local meetup hosts feel like they can get a meetup together, that's as soon as they'll happen. So starting soon, probably within a month. So I'm excited about that. Oh my, I've been squashed by my, oh wait, count on me. All right, Mr. IT, awesome. What was the, you were squashed by what? That didn't sound good. Some crazy ass weather coming. I've been squashed by my water cooler teacher about AI. Should I tell? Should I tell about what Photoshop? Oh, that's funny. Good show tonight, my liege. Forever hooked. But this peasant has to till some fields on the morrow and needs rest. Good day, Forever Hooked. Good day to you, sir. Good day. Don't forget, Kyle, print shop killed the newspaper industry. Exactly. It's all the same shit. Yeah, but this is different. It's always different. It's always different. The printing press was heresy, right? Like some technological changes people die over. There were riots over. Wasn't it looms in San Francisco? Automated looms? There was some sort of fabric people riot? I don't know. Have you made a list of essential tools that we should subscribe to? Nicholas, yeah, I have. So if you go to the AI Salon, and I don't care if you subscribe to them or not, but you should at least try them. So if you go to the AI Salon, in the community section, go below show and tell and news, there's AI tools and resources. And what's cool is there's add your favorite tool. So anyone in the community can add a tool here. Here's cool tools I think people should look at. And then I personally maintain this list, the AI Salon tool recommendations. And in my opinion, if you're at least aware of what all the tools on this list do, you're going to be ahead of 99.9% of people on the planet. And if you can dig deep in sort of at least one of these per category, so I would say anyone that considers themselves AI literate at this point should be pretty fucking good with Chat GPT. At least understand what all the capabilities are and be able to do parlor tricks with them. You should probably be good with conversational AI like Pi or ChatGPT voice with their app. You should probably be good with at least 2 or 3 image generation tools. You should probably understand the difference between Runway ML and Pika and HeyGen and DID, they're different kinds of tools that do different things. You should probably understand 11 Labs and voice synthesis. And then you should probably understand tools like Suno and Refusion that make songs. And then you should probably get your head a little bit around 3D worlds and objects. And then just follow smart people. I've got 4 smart people here. There's a ton more, but those are 4 to start with. So, yeah. And whether or not you pay for any of these, that's a very personal choice. If you want to run down one of these rabbit holes, particularly when you get into multimedia like video and audio, it takes quite a bit of they're not as cheap. So, but all of them have some sort of free thing that you can mess around with. I love Pi. Oh my God. I know. Isn't Pi amazing? And Pi, the experience with Pi, here's the thing. Meta is on version 3 of their VR goggles, right? Apple comes out with these Vision Pro things. There is just something different about the Vision Pro. From a technical perspective, they're essentially the same shit. Screens in front of your eyes, cameras everywhere, sensors everywhere, some sort of controllers. They're technically essentially the same shit. Except Apple, being Apple, said, no, this is a completely different thing. And you're going to experience it in a completely different way. Pi, the app from Inflection, PI, is designed to be a conversational Chat GPT. It's a completely different experience than if you type with it. It's very frustrating to type with Pi because it's designed to talk to. But when you talk with it, it's a completely different thing. It's a completely different skill. I bet there are going to be people that get good at talking to things like Pi and can turn that into a career because it's a different skill. ChatGPT says it was Lancashire, England that had, the Power Loom riot, there you go, in 1826. Yeah, power looms. How dare you? I shall operate the loom with my feet and nothing more. Occasionally, I will reach my hand and turn the wheel. We shall never allow the steam engine to turn the power loom. Riot, take your strong feet, run out in the street and smash the power looms, which is what I think they did. They went and smashed all the power looms. And I guarantee you the arguments were exactly the same. Well, the power looms aren't as good as real people. You need real loom operators because you can't make high quality fabric with an automated process. I guarantee you the conversations were identical. If you replace power loom with AI, I bet you could take the transcripts of the newspapers and the conversations of the day from 1826 in England. I bet you could just swap out power loom for AI and they'd be almost identical to conversations we're having today. I'm using AI to help me generate a course using my prior GPT conversations, and it's rewriting all my stuff with a much better voice Did it say? Yeah, much better voice. That's super cool. Really cool use case. Very cool use case. All right, people, listen. Sounds like people are a bit tired. It's a long weekend. This is I was a bit more just relaxed tonight about what I wanted to cover because I felt like we went kind of deep last night into tools. That announcement about Google Advanced, Gemini Advanced may show up Wednesday. I have a feeling if that comes, that's all we're going to be talking about for a while. Unless it sucks. But Bard right now doesn't suck. So it's not going to be worse than their medium level tool. So it's just going to be, is its usability interesting enough and different enough that we're going to have to spend some time learning how to use it? And if that's the case, then we probably have at least 2 weeks, probably the month of February, where we're really digging into a new tool. And then we don't know what else is going to be released. If some crazy video tool comes out, or if some crazy ass other large language model comes out, or Pi can all of a sudden make pictures or songs. We don't know what's coming. Ooh, top of the hour. Yeah, let's I'm gonna wind it up a little early. It's Sunday night. I'll let you guys go. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm trying to think if there's anything going on. I don't think so. I don't have anything work-wise, or I don't think I have anything coming up this week where I'm not going to be doing these. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, if you want to support the channel, follow me. Like do it now, please. Please. It's the only way I know people love me. You can subscribe to the lives. That'll support the channel. You can buy, I've got a video series in one of the corners here, I think it's there, called Underhyped, that talks about why this AI stuff's a big deal. A lot of the ideas that are in some of those videos are also in the book, the essay in the book that I wrote. So if you go to Amazon, the book is called AI Futures, an Anthology, that I'm one of the contributing authors to. And really the way that you can really support this community is like keep showing up here, join the AI Salon in a generous way, like show up with your curious, adventurous self. Even if you're scared, even if you're like, oh God, they know more than I do. It's submitted. Sherry D, congratulations. Sherry D submitted her video to the Runway ML 48-hour challenge, or whatever the hell it was called, competition. Congrats. That's really exciting. It was really good. Hey, first of all, the song is really good. And second of all, your video is just beautiful. It was like, it's storytelling. Here's the secret, people, with this AI shit. If you don't want it to seem masturbatory and weird, tell a story with it. And you can tell a story with a single image, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Well, how do you do that? I don't know. You think about the story. You have a point of view. And you make sure that that image tells that story. I did it with my Kyle Shannon Dreams thing, where they were starting to tell stories so much that I thought, I want these characters to tell their story. So I created this thing called Kyle Shannon Dreams, where I actually wrote the stories of the characters. Tell stories. If it's just images, they're pretty, but they ultimately fall flat. When you tell stories, they connect with people. Clint Copperhead, everyone irregulars and mods present turtles. All those other aminals. The aminals of the AI Learning Lab. Going to bed. Oh, Forever Hook's got a cold. That sucks. More than a question about your watering eyes tonight in the comments. Hope everything's okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I haven't been crying. Although a couple of the early Grammy things, I might have been a little misty-eyed. So I don't think so. Maybe I've got some allergies or something going on, but nothing that I know of. I started making a story last week, and it turned into a song. Yeah, there you go. I mean, stories is stories. You express them in a lot of different ways. Songs are one of those ways. And that's actually an interesting. I cried once last year. I over-index on the crying. I cry at commercials, so I cry all the time. So it's not a thing I worry about. But thank you for having concern. All right, everybody, I'm getting out of here. So thank you all. V-Dancer, good to see you. Please add new merchandise. Yeah, I know. We got to do that. I got to get my shit together with that. Apple User, good to see you. Thank you for subscribing. Tracy, good to see you. Source Camp, as always. Wonder Bread. I used to cry all the time, too, for sure. Now I've had that taken care of. Share Bear, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, V-Dancer. Lord Digital Gods, good day to you, sir. Good day, good day, good day. JRC, Mary. T-Rock, thank you. Clint Copperhead, as always, thank you. Quick Take Jake, Kim Catkin from Cleveland. Oh, man. Megan, good to see you. Thanks for being a subscriber. You too, Brandon. Appreciate it. Source Camp, great to see you. Sherry D, congratulations on the video. That's really exciting. I assume you've done it, Sherry, but if you haven't, share it probably in shameless self-promotion and show and tell. Share your video and then share. If I assume we can go vote for shit, let us know where we should go vote. And we'll go vote you up. Because as a community, we got to stick together. Corey Sandler Pottery, I added a story to a recent post in show and tell. Oh, that's great, Kyle. We are so alike. Nighty night. We are. We got the. Yeah, we just go. I like you. I'm a fan. So, Creative Roots. Dang it, I always get here late. Yeah, they're up on YouTube. Just keep showing up. You'll get here. Bob Hamilton, good to see you. Papa JJ, good to see you. Marina, good to see you. All right, Mr. IT. I think I got everybody. At least the irregulars. Tracy. All right, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. 8 o'clock Mountain. Should be on time. If not, I'll make a video and give you a timer. All right. Peace out. Thanks, Debbie.